Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica is hosting a series of free events for Chartered Accountants Week aimed at developing the next generation of accountants and young professionals. We hear more about this week's activities from the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica, Eric Scott, and Business Conference Chair, Ingrid Christian-Baker. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Good morning, Garth.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Along with Ingrid, representing the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica.
Absolutely, we are so happy to have you. Now, when we hear the phrase chartered accountant, there are some of us who may not me included, but some of us may not know what a chartered accountant is or who is a chartered accountant. Describe or define a chartered accountant for us. I'll start with you, Eric.
A chartered accountant is someone who has achieved a certain level of educational proficiency. So more than likely they would have completed college and also completed what we call a professional exam, a professional accounting exam. That alone
So that's like the ACCA?
Yes, the ACCA, the CPA. Mm-hmm. That alone wouldn't qualify you to be a chartered accountant. In addition to that, you have to complete a certain level of experience. So normally in Jamaica, 3 years post-qualification experience. Mm-hmm. And that experience has to be certified by another chartered accountant. So it's not just education, but experience. And one of the requirements to maintain that designation is continuing professional education.
What's the importance of that? And I think I'll probably just kind of throw to Ingrid on that one. Like, what's the importance of continuous learning, particularly in this discipline?
Well, you have to keep up with the times. That's a simple way to say it. Businesses are changing and the standards have had to be changing to meet the new requirements that businesses have. And so as an accountant, what you learned a couple of years ago has been updated. I remember going to a conference and I heard somebody say, I need to go back to school because things are changing and we have to keep up with what's going on so we can serve the businesses that we work with.
Right. So there's the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica, ICAJ. Is there a global umbrella organization similar to that, or are there just other umbrella organizations across the globe and then there's a level of collaboration?
At the top of the house you have IFAC, International Federation of Accountants, and then we have what we call the ICAJ, the Caribbean arm of our accounting bodies, and then we have the ICAJ. So ICAJ is a member of ICAC, ICAC is a member of IFAC.
Right. And what's the level of collaboration and like across those bodies?
Yeah. So there are common standards. We report under the International Financial Reporting Standards, similar auditing standards. So there's consistency across.
Right. So when Ingrid speaks about standards changing and things being updated and so on, it's coming through IFAC and ICAC and so on, correct?
It is.
Yeah. Now, in terms of numbers of chartered accountants, we were talking just before the segment began. Jamaica has about 1,500 chartered accountants?
Yes. Registered members.
Registered with the ICAJ. Right. Where are we? Are we close to a saturation point, so to speak? Do we have enough in the country based on the robust nature of our economy and the types of businesses we've got in operation?
I think one of the things that is important to the ICAJ over the next 3 years is actually growing the profession. So one of the key things we do during Chartered Accountants Week is connecting with students in relation to their career opportunities, because we want to grow to probably have 2,000 members within the next 5 years. In order to do that, we have to get a number of additional students. So we have 1,500 now, and I would say there's a high demand, and the persons who are here in Jamaica are being demanded overseas. So we continue to lose members who migrate, and so it's very important for, I think, the Jamaican community, the business community, to support the development to increase our numbers of chartered accountants significantly in the next few years.
And I do suppose that Chartered Accountants Week supports that objective of growing the number of chartered accountants in the country, one, and retaining them, and also to help them continue their learning and building, correct?
That's correct. There are a number of activities which include talking to the universities And in terms of the conference, and so we put on, like today, for example, today is Chartered Accountants Day. And we actually have,
Chartered Accountants Day.
thank you very much. And we actually have a free conference online, which will aid students and professionals actually to gain continuing professional development. Tomorrow also for the conference, it gives CPD credits. So we're actually giving...
CPD meaning?
Continuing professional development credits. So as a chartered accountant, you have to demonstrate annually that you have done continuous learning. And so the ICAJ provides opportunities so that their members can demonstrate that they are continuously improving upon their learning.
Yeah. Are there any other activities that you want to mention that have probably already taken place?
Right. So at the beginning of the week, we started with our customary church service. So we were in Westgate Hills, Montego Bay on Sunday. So Chartered Accountants Week is from the 6th of October to the 11th of October. Monday and Tuesday, we're out in the colleges, and we're also connecting with service clubs as well. Today is Chartered Accountants Day, and tomorrow is the business conference. Ingrid is the business conference chair, and she can talk some more about the specific topics. On Friday, we also have a Lime where we will connect with our members, networking opportunity at the Institute of Chartered Accountants.
Sure, thanks. And let's get into the conference and the topics and speakers, etc.
Okay, so let me just make some reference. So tomorrow's conference is at the Pegasus, and it runs from 8:30 to 4:30. We have quite a few topics. So we will talk about reimagining the future. That's the topic of the conference, integrity, innovation, and impact. The business continuity, strengthening resilience, rapid recovery, and ESG reporting. So we, as accountants, we have to prepare our businesses for natural disasters, for IT disasters, and so on. So we're talking about, are we ready? Do we have enough insurance? Do we have IT support, infrastructure, and also digital resilience. Have you been scammed? So we'll bring a team of bankers who will talk about what's happening in the world of banking. I'm sure there will be many people in the conference who have either experienced being scammed online or have known someone who is scammed. So we'll share experiences, we'll talk about it with the bankers, and prepare ourselves for how we deal with this in the businesses. Right. We'll also have an update on shipping and logistics, and the AI topic. We'll deal with that as well.
So it's based in realism and not idealism. We're talking more real world changes and updates. Listen, I respect you all so much, and who knows, Erica might become a part of the fraternity at some point.
Yes, we're looking forward. As I said, we're recruiting good men and women to join our profession. One of the important things to emphasize with chartered accountants, our tagline, integrity first. The theme for this week, reimagining the future, integrity, innovation, and impact, is very important because that's the core of accounting, that the ethics, it's not just about the professional designation.
Right, but
high integrity, yes.
Listen, we could talk all morning, but we've got to run. As president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Jamaica, Eric Scott, and business conference chair, Ingrid Christian-Baker.